Hi, welcome to a podcast. It's not all black and white. My name is Sarah. I'm black.
I'm Matthew. I'm white. This is the Interracial Couple Podcast, and welcome.
We're going to talk about 7 things that we do together that
Couples either don't do together or come to at some point in their relationship when they get comfortable enough. And I think this is important because most of those things have something to do with our bodies and body shame. And I think that when that shame of like farting or pooping or whatever else that our bodies naturally do, the shame around that enters into a relationship of shame of ourselves, shame about the other person, and this gross thing. And I think that can be have a negative impact on a relationship. And I think getting past that and overcoming that is good both for the individual as well as the relationship. We're pretty sure that the couple who farts together stays together. I made that up, by the way, and I had no way of actually verifying it, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go look. So sure enough, I went online, and it turns out couples who fart together stay together. Did you know that? Would you have believed that? When I said it, I
only know it because I'm with you. I'm in fart next to me all the time.
Wait a second. How's this all of a sudden like what I do all the time?
Because I think what makes it what you do is that when we first started dating, you did not fart in front of me. Like, to me, it wasn't like a thing, but you were like, my stomach hurts. Like, finally, you were like, when you finally farted in front of me, you're like, oh, finally, this has happened.
Well, I learned something about myself because having been, in a marriage and committed relationship for the first sort of 20 years of my adult life, I didn't know that sleeping with a new person was a little bit stressful for me. And so I got stomach aches because I knew that I needed to fart, but obviously I wasn't going to fart. So when you started spending the night very early on, I was like, I'm not going to fart. And so I held it in, so I had stomach aches. Turns out I'm not alone. I think that's a fairly, sure enough, a little Google search told me that that is in fact something that people go through. They have stomach aches at the beginning of relationships because they don't want to fart in front of their new partner.
So for me, I don't think it was an issue. Maybe because I was dating so much. I don't know if I was farting in front of you.
You did not fart in front of me.
I did not.
No. Now, very different story.
I don't fart in front of you as much as you fart in front of me.
No, you say that, and almost every time without fail, today I farted, I'll admit it, on our walk, and you gave me a look, a really nasty look, and then literally within 60 seconds came out this little like lady poof. And I was like, wait a second, yeah, mine might be a little bit more manly, but yours are, and maybe a little bit more, I'll give it to you, maybe a little bit more, but without fail, you give me a hard time, and then you do it too. And then as soon as you do, then you like have to calm down for a little bit, like, okay, I have to point it out to you.
So when did you get this comfortable farting in front of me?
About the time I gave you the keys to my apartment.
So
which was somewhere in the vicinity of 2 weeks after, not when we started dating, but probably within 2 weeks of after we met.
No, you gave me your keys before you even slept together.
Yeah, I think that's true. Because but I should need to qualify that just a little bit, which is that I lived in an apartment building and there was no way to buzz you in from the gate that was closest to my apartment. So when you came over, I had to walk all the way down the stairs, all the way to the gate and let you in.
No, you just seemed like you were so desperate to be in a committed relationship with me.
No, I didn't, why should I walk all the way down the stairs and it came on a day where you came over, you had to go do an errand, and then you came back and you went and did something else and came back. And then you came to spend the night, and I was like, 3 times in one day to let you in. Like, yeah. People put in doggy doors so they don't have to let their dogs in and out. I was like, I'm just going to give you my key so that I don't have to let you in and out. But you were not
like, I'm going to give you the key, and then you can return the key once you're done. You were like, here's a key, here's a key for you.
Okay,
to come in and out.
This has nothing to do with farting, but you could say maybe I have a good intuition, because here we are well over 3 years later, living in Kenya. So clearly, that was not a dumb move to give you my keys.
It just seemed a little desperate. That's all I gotta say. When you
Wow.
want to.
Come on. I'm a catch. So anyway, the kind of going back to that would be that, yeah, I think I started farting about the time I gave you the keys to my apartment, which I think is probably a pretty good time. I think for most people, from a little bit of internet research that I did, that's normally it's around the 6-month mark is what they say is when most people start getting comfortable enough to fart around their partners. Which 6 months would have been also probably a realistic or reasonable time to give you keys to my apartment. But, farting and keys, it's like love and marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage.